My dear child, do not close this. Something urgent is unfolding, and heaven pulled you here to protect you, not from fear, not from danger, but from emotional weight and negative intentions that were quietly forming around your name. Archangel Michael is not whispering today, his presence stands firm beside you, guiding you into clarity and peace. Stay with me, this moment is a turning point. My child, breathe. Recently you felt a strange heaviness that didn't feel like yours, sudden overthinking, tension behind your eyes, uneasiness when you looked at your own picture. These sensations weren't supernatural dangers, they were emotional alarms. Someone somewhere carried your name or your image with the wrong intention, jealousy, resentment, or frustration. And those emotions tried to cling to you like dust settling on glass. But heaven is intervening now, to wipe your spirit clean, and restore your balance. Archangel Michael says, do not fear. Their intention cannot shape your destiny, your peace is stronger than their projection, nothing harmful has touched you, and nothing harmful will. What you're feeling is simply the echo of someone else's unresolved pain. Heaven is here to remove that echo, gently, safely, and completely. Pause, notice how your chest feels a little lighter as you read this. That's not coincidence, when truth meets the heart, pressure dissolves. Heaven aligns the moment you listen. Listen carefully, beloved, this isn't about dark forces. It's about emotional responsibility. Someone mishandled your name or photo, not through spells, but through careless conversations or harmful assumptions. People underestimate how powerful thoughts and words can be. When you sense heaviness, it often means your spirit is rejecting something that wasn't meant for you. And heaven stepped in because you deserve clarity, not confusion. Good, you stayed. That act alone already shifts the atmosphere around you. Staying present tells heaven, I choose peace, I choose protection, I choose truth. Now we move forward. Let's begin the steps, not rituals, but grounding practices designed to reset your spirit and reclaim your sense of ownership. Step 1: take your photo, digital or physical. And place it somewhere private. This is not hiding, this is honoring yourself. Your image represents your identity, and privacy creates safety. When you choose where your picture rests, you choose what energy surrounds you. Step 2: wash your hands slowly, not as a ritual, just as a symbolic reset. As the water runs, say softly, I release what isn't mine. Water clears the mind. This step tells your body and spirit that you're letting go of emotional residue. Step 3: turn on a small light, a candle, lamp, even your phone's flashlight. Light represents clarity and new perspective. As the light glows, speak, I welcome clarity into my life. This simple act signals to your spirit that confusion is leaving, and peace is arriving. Step 4: place your hand over your heart, feel its rhythm. Whisper, what belongs to me will stay with me, and what doesn't will fall away. You are not calling anything supernatural, you are anchoring your identity. Step 5: take a pinch of salt, and place it near where the photo was kept. Salt represents boundaries. Say, I protect my space with wisdom and peace. This step tells your inner world, I choose boundaries, I choose emotional safety. My beloved, None of this is about fighting darkness. This is spiritual housekeeping. This is reclaiming your peace from someone else's negativity. Heaven doesn't operate in fear, heaven operates in light, truth, and restoration. Archangel Michael speaks again, tell them this. They are not under attack, they are under renewal. Someone's careless words may have tried to define you, but heaven is rewriting that definition. Someone's envy may have brushed against your name, but heaven is resetting your identity. Someone's frustration may have settled into the air around you, but heaven is clearing it out with every breath you take. Do not revisit old conversations that drain you, do not re-engage with people who stir emotional noise, do not allow anyone to make you question your worth. You are not fragile, you are divinely supported. Tonight, allow your heart to recalibrate. Let the light you turned on earlier represent the shift happening inside you. As you breathe, say softly, I am safe, I am grounded, I am protected. Heaven hears every word, Michael's wings surround your home with calm assurance. My child, pay attention to how you sleep tonight. Pay attention to the ease that enters your thoughts tomorrow. When heaven clears emotional weight, peace rises naturally. Expect your mind to feel sharper, your confidence stronger, and your heart steadier. Michael says, their peace is returning, their clarity is returning, their strength is returning. You are stepping into a new level of emotional and spiritual maturity. This moment marks the end of confusion, and the beginning of alignment. Do not worry about who held your name with the wrong intention, their voice carries no authority over your destiny. Their thoughts cannot rewrite God's plan for you, their perspective cannot block the path heaven designed for your life. You are loved, you are seen, you are guarded. My child, stay close. Heaven has more to reveal, not fear, not warnings, but wisdom for your next season. The next part will show you how to step forward with confidence, how to protect your peace in everyday life, and how to rise above any negativity that tries to cling to you again. Stay, keep reading, keep breathing. Heaven is not finished guiding you. My child, my beloved, do not close this. Lean in, because heaven is not finished guiding you through this moment of restoration. What looked like an attack was never truly power over you, it was only distraction. Michael now speaks gently, what was meant to unsettle you has already lost its influence. These next words are not warnings, they are instructions for clarity, strength, and reclaiming your peace. Listen closely, none of this was ever about fear. It was about waking you up to protect your energy, your boundaries, and your emotional space. When someone misuses your image or your name, it's not a supernatural threat, it's a sign that you need to reclaim control over where you place your trust and attention. Heaven responds not through fear, but through truth, wisdom, and reassurance. Feel this now in your chest, that slow warmth rising. That is your spirit calming, not panicking. That is your mind understanding that you are safe, seen, and supported. Michael says, nothing formed in shadows holds authority over a heart aligned with truth. What once felt like a chain was only a misunderstanding fed by anxiety. Clarity dissolves it. Now let's shift fully into protection and restoration. These are not rituals of fear, these are symbolic actions that strengthen your inner world. Speak this phrase softly as you breathe deeply: I release what does not belong to me. Heaven hears intention more than volume. Your inner peace is the strongest shield you will ever have. You might wonder, what signs show your peace returning? It often starts quietly. Your breath becomes easier, your shoulders loosen, a calm moment appears unexpectedly. Maybe someone encourages you out of nowhere, maybe a small opportunity opens, maybe a thought that once scared you now feels manageable. These soft shifts are heaven's confirmations. Stay aware, because sometimes confusion tries to return once before it fades for good. If an old worry pops into your mind, do not wrestle with it. Simply repeat, my peace has authority. Block any negativity, redirect your thoughts, and stay anchored in truth. Michael says, stand steady, I stand with you. Let this be clear, revenge has no place in this story. Not because those who hurt you deserve grace, but because you deserve peace. Trying to hurt someone back ties you to the very energy you're walking away from. Your healing is the victory, your clarity is the closure, your rise is the response. You're doing well, beloved. If you've followed the guidance so far, then emotional knots are already loosening. What once felt like pressure is becoming space, what once felt like a chain is becoming air. You are recovering your sense of self, your confidence, and your direction. Here is your next strengthening declaration, for the coming 7 nights. I walk in clarity, I walk in truth, no fear governs my heart, Michael guards my path, peace is my foundation. Say it slowly, feeling each word settle into you. This is not magic, it's mental and spiritual alignment. Remember, panic is the real enemy. And isolation is its partner. If you feel overwhelmed, call someone you trust. Not to dramatize the situation, but to sit with you, talk with you, remind you that you're not alone. Calm presence amplifies inner safety. If you're wondering, who stirred this storm in the first place? Don't rush to assume. People act from insecurity, jealousy, confusion, or hurt. But heaven handles exposure in the right time. Your focus right now is emotional grounding, not investigation. Michael reminds you, healing before answers, peace before confrontation. Write this one sentence on a piece of paper. I am completely free. Fold it, and keep it close to your heart for the next 72 hours. It serves as a reminder that you choose truth over fear, clarity over confusion, guidance over chaos. Tonight, if you feel led, open a window briefly, and take a long breath. Fresh air clears mental heaviness. If your sleep feels restless, don't interpret it as danger. It's simply your mind reorganizing itself. Whisper the name of God or Michael if you wake. Peace returns quickly when called. Tomorrow morning, reset your environment. Clean your space a little, refresh your room, or step outside for a moment. Small acts of order create big waves of clarity. Keep anything personal or emotional like a photo, in a safe private place, until you feel fully settled again. This journey has never been about fear, it has always been about sovereignty. You're learning how to guard your energy, protect your boundaries, and claim what belongs to you. Heaven meets you in these small steps. Michael strengthens, God restores, angels support. You are not walking alone. As you recover, pray for the heart that wronged you. Not to excuse their behavior, but to release the emotional weight from yourself. Say, transform their intentions, heal their pain, and keep my heart free. This is not weakness, this is spiritual maturity. Healing sometimes feels heavy before it feels light. If tomorrow you sense a small emotional echo, breathe through it. Repeat your declaration, drink water, eat well, care for your body. Physical stability supports spiritual clarity. Michael wants you to know, this moment was never the end. Only a disruption. What you thought was delayed will move again. Opportunities will open, peace will deepen, relationships will clarify. Protection has already strengthened around you. Good, you stayed, you listened, you grounded yourself instead of spiraling. That alone breaks the pattern. Now heaven prepares restoration. Returns will come slowly at first, a helpful message, a new chance, a small win. These are the seeds, pay attention. For the next 3 days, simplify your environment. Less noise, less social scrolling, more rest, more nature, more grounding. Light a small candle each morning, and speak one line of gratitude. Thank you God for clarity and protection. If you feel led, write a brief note and carry it with you. My life is aligned, fear has no authority here. This isn't magic, it's intention, it's emotional anchoring, it's choosing truth. Understand this deeply, shadows shout. Light whispers. Those who acted from darkness were loud and dramatic. You will respond with calm, steady strength. That outlasts every attempt to shake you. That is how heaven wins, through endurance, not panic. Michael says, let consequences unfold without your involvement. You don't need to retaliate, you don't need to chase justice. Life corrects imbalance in its own timing. Focus on peace, focus on forward motion. Tonight, place a glass of water beside your bed, and say, this water carries my rest. Then in the morning, pour it onto a plant or the earth. Let it symbolize returning heaviness back to nature, and welcoming renewal. Small symbolic acts anchor big emotional shifts. If any actions crossed into real-world safety concerns, like threats or harassment, use practical systems too. Contacting authorities or a trusted support network is both wise and sacred. Protection is spiritual and practical. My beloved, as the weeks unfold, keep a journal. Write signs of progress, moments of peace, breakthroughs, unexpected support. These reminders will become your testimony of resilience, when doubt tries to return. My child, my beloved, stay with me just a little longer. Don't let your mind drift, don't let fear rush in, don't let confusion steal this moment. Heaven is completing something inside you, a release, a reset, a quiet realignment of your heart. There is one final layer lifting, one last knot of worry dissolving, and your steady breath is the key that unlocks it. Michael whispers, hold steady. When they need courage, give them courage, when they need rest, give them rest. This is the finishing touch of your restoration. Now listen closely, this final part is not about fear. It's about grounding. When life shakes you, when someone mishandles your trust, or misuses your image, the real battle isn't spiritual warfare. It's emotional exhaustion, mental noise, and misplaced attention. What we're doing now is reclaiming your peace, your focus, your sense of inner authority. Heaven is guiding you back to yourself. Create a small sacred space in your room, not for rituals, but for calm. A quiet corner with a candle, a glass of water, and your folded paper that says, "I am free." These are not magical objects, they're anchors for your mind. Every night sit there for 5 minutes, and speak softly. Light surround me, love restore me, Michael guard my steps. These words train your nervous system to settle. Repetition becomes rhythm, rhythm becomes healing. And hear me, do not obsess over who caused your stress, or why it happened. The mind naturally wants answers, villains, stories, closure. But obsession ties you to the moment you're trying to rise above. Michael says, shift focus from the who to the how. How will you rebuild? How will you set boundaries? How will you protect your peace moving forward? These are the questions that free you. Your healing is not in chasing the past, but strengthening your next steps. Ask yourself, what drains me, what restores me, what habits keep me stuck, what habits make me feel protected. This is the real untying of knots, not supernatural fear, but emotional clarity. Heaven helps those who choose clarity over chaos. Now breathe, your shoulders have carried too much for too long. You've survived betrayals, misunderstandings, moments where people mishandled your trust. But you're still standing, still rising, still learning. Michael places a steadying hand on your spirit and says, "You are anchored, you are grounded, you are stronger than you realize." Repeat this declaration gently, letting every word land inside you. I am free, I am sealed, I walk in light. Every time you say it, you build another protective layer of confidence inside yourself. Not magic, mindset, not superstition, self-strengthening. This is spiritual psychology crafted with love. Remember this truth deeply, you are more than an image or a memory. You are a living, breathing soul with dignity, purpose, and a path that cannot be redesigned by anyone else's intentions. No rumor, no negativity, no jealous heart has the authority to rewrite your destiny. Only God holds that pen. Michael closes his guidance for this chapter with a steady promise. I keep watch, I guide their thoughts, I protect their peace, I will send confirmation so they know the healing is real. You don't need threats of doom, or countdowns of fear to believe you're protected. Protection is already woven into you, it's in your wisdom, your boundaries, your ability to walk away from chaos. Good, you stayed, you listened, you grew. This isn't about urgency anymore, it's about empowerment. As you follow the steps of emotional grounding, watch the shift inside you. Notice how panic loses its voice, notice how confidence returns in waves, notice how your breath steadies when you speak truth instead of fear. Your body may tremble or feel warm as emotions release. That's not danger, that's healing. It's the feeling of letting go. Trembling is simply your nervous system resetting itself after stress. Breathe through it, let it move through you like a storm passing. If doubt tries to whisper again, answer it loudly. I am sealed by the Most High. Let your voice echo through the room, let truth fill the space where fear once lived. The more you speak light, the quieter the shadows become. Guard your attention carefully, your focus is sacred. Don't answer negative messages, don't engage with people who pull you into chaos. Silence is not weakness, silence is control. Michael says, their attention was a leash. Take your attention back. When you withdraw your energy from negativity, its influence fades. Tonight before sleep, place your hands over your heart again. Take 3 slow breaths, imagine a soft light warming your chest, and expanding around you. This isn't mysticism, it's visualization. A scientifically and spiritually powerful tool to calm your mind. If uneasy dreams come, sit up and whisper, I choose peace. Your dreams listen to the tone of your waking voice. Share your healing journey with one trusted friend, if you need support. You don't have to fight alone, 2 peaceful hearts multiply protection. Faith shared becomes faith strengthened. Michael instructs you to distance yourself from gossipers, manipulators, and jealous voices. Distance is not hate, it's wisdom. It's choosing your peace over their noise. Protect your progress, protect your mental clarity, protect your emotional growth. If new opportunities reopen, job, money, relationships. Move with calm, don't rush. Heaven restores slowly, so the restoration lasts. Celebrate small wins, because small wins are the seeds of big breakthroughs. Keep your body healthy as your spirit heals, drink water, sleep well, eat something warm. Physical grounding supports emotional healing. Your body and spirit rise together. Document signs of peace returning. A kind message, a moment of clarity, a surprising opportunity, a calm morning. These are not supernatural signs, they're emotional indicators that your healing is working. A journal keeps you steady when old worries try to return. If any real-world harassment happened, document and report. Spiritual peace does not replace practical safety. Use earthly protection with heavenly wisdom. Say this nightly with authority. Archangel Michael surrounds me, nothing harmful can touch my peace. This statement is your mental shield, your voice is your covenant, your strength is your guard. Prepare now for the rebuild. Healing doesn't rush, it unfolds. What felt taken will return in healthier, stronger forms. Expect steady restoration. Finally, remember this one truth that cannot be shaken. Your worth is not in a picture, your destiny is not in anyone's hands but God's, your story is not fragile. You are sealed in light, grounded in truth, and rising into clarity. When you need more guidance, come back. I will walk with you through every step, until your heart stands fully restored. My child, my beloved, listen closely. Because this final layer of guidance completes everything you've already begun. What happens next isn't about fear or darkness, it's about dignity, clarity, and walking forward with a heart that refuses to be controlled by the noise of others. Michael says, guard your peace the way you guard your breath. Nothing is more valuable. Peace is the prize, protect it like treasure. And understand this deeply, curiosity about the person who hurt you steals more energy than their action ever did. Every time you replay scenarios, or wonder about motives, you reopen a door you already closed. So instead of feeding curiosity, choose dignity. If you need to share your feelings, choose one steady soul who listens with compassion. Not someone who spreads your story for entertainment. A calm listener is worth more than 1,000 loud voices. Expect small tests as your peace strengthens. You may see a message meant to provoke, a joke from someone who doesn't understand, or a subtle attempt to pull you back into old anxiety. When that happens, answer with silence. Silence is not avoidance, silence is authority. It's your way of saying, my peace is not up for negotiation. Heaven rewards restraint with clarity. When fear comes rushing back, breathe and speak this grounding prayer. Heaven cover me, Michael steady my heart, Father let your light hold me. Say it slowly 3 times. You're not calling on magic, you're calling on calm. Each repetition resets your nervous system, and returns your mind to safety. If a gentle sign of comfort appears, a warm feeling, a repeating number, a small blessing, receive it with gratitude, don't overanalyze it, simply note it. These little moments remind your heart that recovery is happening, even when you can't see it all at once. Write them down, so doubt doesn't erase your progress. Now hear this truth about trust, rebuild it slowly. Not everyone who smiles is a friend, and not every voice deserves full access to your heart. Let people earn closeness through consistent action. Michael says trust returns where reliability is proven, pay attention to patterns, not promises. If seeing the old photo triggers discomfort, allow yourself a symbolic release. Delete the digital file, or renew it with a fresh picture taken in sunlight. Burn or tear up a printed copy if it helps you emotionally let go. These actions are not mystical, they're psychological closures. They signal to your mind that the old story has ended. Pair spiritual grounding with practical safety, change passwords, adjust privacy settings, and if anyone crosses boundaries, use real-world systems to protect yourself. Spiritual clarity and practical wisdom walk hand in hand. Now comes a powerful 7-day challenge. Pray daily for the person who hurt you. Not because they deserve it, but because your heart deserves peace. Ask heaven to heal whatever wound caused them to wound you. Forgiveness doesn't excuse the action, it releases you from carrying the weight. When restoration comes, receive it with humility and caution. You don't need to announce victory, or prove anything. Let the renewed opportunities, reopened doors, and gentle blessings speak for themselves. Michael says walk into blessing with guarded gladness, move wisely, celebrate quietly. If fear resurfaces, return to the basics, breath, warmth, grounding, prayer. Healing rarely comes in one dramatic moment, it comes through steady rhythms, small choices, quiet courage. Keep your rhythm steady. A day will come when this entire situation feels small, compared to the life you built afterward. You will sit at a table laughing again, you will open windows and let sunlight in, you will step through open doors that once felt impossible. God uses your imagination to direct your spirit toward a better future. If you want more structured guidance, ask for it. I can give you daily practices, grounding exercises, gratitude patterns, and prayer routines designed for your exact emotional landscape. If this message helped you, stay connected. I honor your peace, not your panic. Now speak this sentence aloud with authority: shame, you are not my owner. Every time you say it, the old emotional residue loses its grip. Shame cannot survive truth spoken with confidence. Tonight place your "I am free" note under your pillow. Let your subconscious absorb the truth as you sleep. Your dreams may soften, your rest may deepen. This is emotional healing settling into your body. When you wake, whisper a simple gratitude. Thank you for removing what never belonged to me. Gratitude turns the key of restoration. Gratitude lifts your spirit into alignment with peace. Protection now becomes a lifestyle, not a one-time action. Guard your attention like a sacred resource, curate your circle, choose conversations that build you up, prioritize rest, warmth, and grounding. These habits sustain long-term peace. Michael stands at the threshold of your next chapter, speaking firmly. This season ends, a new one begins. Keep faith, keep guard, keep gratitude. Let those words settle over you like a cloak of strength. Walk forward now with calm courage, do the small things, use your grounding prayers, listen to your inner peace, trust the signs of healing. You are not fragile, you are not powerless, you are a beloved child of heaven, wrapped in dignity and destined for restoration. And now, beloved, stay with me one moment more. The final seal of this chapter is gentle but important. Tonight, after your quiet space, take 3 intentional pauses. In the first, name something you fear losing, and place it in God's hands. In the second, name something you long to receive, and ask for it clearly. In the third, put both hands on your thighs, and whisper, "I stand." These 3 moments anchor your spirit in courage, clarity, and alignment. Do this for 3 nights, not because ritual has power, but because repetition reshapes your spirit. This is how healing settles in, this is how strength returns, this is how your heart remembers its authority. My child, my beloved, do not close this. Something in your spirit already knows, this next part is for you. Heaven has been untangling a heavy influence that someone tried to place on your name. Not through dark rituals, but through harmful intentions, spoken negativity, and emotional pressure meant to cloud your path. Michael stands beside you because your spirit has reached a turning point. He says, hold steady, what once tried to weigh them down will lose its grip. And your heart, even now, feels that deep shift beginning. Listen closely, the tension you carried, those sleepless nights, the strange heaviness, the moments when your confidence suddenly dipped. None of that was random. It was the residue of someone projecting envy, resentment, or unhealthy control toward you. Not supernatural harm, but emotional pressure with real impact. Heaven saw it early, and that's why you were led here. The breaking has already begun. Feel this next truth. Michael says their voice tried to press into your peace. but your spirit is rising above it. When someone thinks harmful thoughts, or speaks carelessly about you, it can create an atmosphere around your life, confusion, doubt, tension. But none of it is stronger than divine clarity. Nothing spoken against your future can rewrite what God designed, not then, not now. Now breathe slowly, you're not reversing magic, you're reclaiming emotional and spiritual space. And the simple steps you took earlier, they were symbolic acts of grounding, clarity, and renewal. Turning the photo away was about reclaiming your self-image, washing your hands was clearing old emotional residue, lighting the flame was choosing hope over fear. Everything you did was a metaphor of strength, not superstition. Michael speaks again, now that they stayed, we continue. He wants you to remember this, harmful intentions weaken the moment you stop feeding them with worry. You broke the cycle when you chose peace over panic. Heaven responds to peace faster than fear, your spirit is no longer tangled, it is rising. But there's more, you may notice small shifts, your chest feeling lighter, a quiet thought saying it's over, or a gentle warmth near your shoulders. These aren't magical signs, they are emotional and spiritual confirmations that the weight is lifting. Your nervous system is finally relaxing, your heart is finally catching its breath. Expect tiny tests, a message trying to provoke you, a subtle comment meant to unsettle you, or an unexpected memory of the person who hurt you. When that comes, say nothing. Give no reaction. Your silence is strength, your peace is armor, and heaven rewards restraint with clarity. Here is your grounding prayer for the coming nights. Light surround me, peace fill me, Michael stand with me, God guard my path. Say it gently, let each word settle in your chest. These phrases don't fight darkness, they reinforce your confidence. And now a deeper truth, curiosity about the person's intentions will drain your peace. Their motives don't define you, your healing does. Let God handle exposure, while you handle restoration. Focus not on who harmed you, but on who you are becoming because of what you survived. Michael guides you forward, he says, rebuild slowly. Let evidence shape trust, not emotions. Not everyone is your enemy, but not everyone deserves access to your vulnerability either. Boundaries are your new beginning, edges are holy, guard them. If the photo still troubles you, release a copy or delete a duplicate. Not to break a curse, but to break emotional association. Then say softly, I release the past, I claim my peace. That act is symbolic closure, nothing more, nothing less. A key step now, change a few passwords, secure your accounts, and limit who can see your personal world. This isn't spiritual fear, it's healthy stewardship. Heaven blesses common sense. And pray for the person who hurt you, not to excuse them, but to free your heart from bitterness. Forgiveness doesn't remove boundaries, it removes the emotional chain they once tugged on. Watch for restoration, a small kindness, a reopened door, a message of opportunity. These are the first threads of healing. Celebrate them quietly, gratitude magnetizes more blessing. Now listen, hope must become a daily rhythm. Speak this every morning, I am sealed, I am safe, I walk in light. Say it until your voice stops shaking, say it until your spirit believes it. You deserve that peace. Finally, see the truth behind the attack. Someone reacted to your light because they never learned how to grow their own. Instead of healing, they projected hurt. Instead of rising, they tried to pull. But God says, "You are mine, and no intention formed in darkness can dim what I've placed on you." Michael stands at the doorway of your next chapter, and declares, "Walk forward with gentle strength." This moment will not define them, their future is brighter than their fear. Let that settle in your chest like a warm weight. You are not fragile, you are chosen, you are rising. Go now, calm, grounded, steady. Your healing has already started, your restoration is on its way. And heaven is not finished speaking. But beloved, you must guard your spirit. When the first sign comes, do not speak it to everyone. Not all ears can handle your miracle. Some people only understand storms, not blessings. Some people only celebrate when you fail, not when you rise. So keep your confirmations close, protect the holy before it becomes public. Heaven says, hold your joy the way you hold a newborn, carefully, gently, away from careless hands. And listen closely now, there is a truth unfolding beneath everything that has happened. Someone tried to attach negativity to your photo, not through dark rituals, but through jealous thoughts, bitter conversations, and emotional projection. Words spoken in anger carry weight, intentions whispered in envy can cling like dust. That is the binding you felt, not supernatural power, just emotional interference. And emotional interference can cloud your peace, distort your self-image, and slow your steps. That's all, nothing stronger than that, nothing heaven cannot dissolve in one breath. Michael says, do not fear projections. They are shadows, and shadows disappear when the light steps forward. Your light stepped forward the moment you chose faith over fear, the moment you chose clarity over confusion, the moment you refused to give your energy to people who thrive on chaos. That was the real breaking of the knot. My child, get ready. Because when emotional storms are lifted, blessings move quickly. Faster than you expect, opportunities that once felt blocked will begin to shift. Not because the universe suddenly changed, but because you did. Your spirit is clearer, your mind is lighter, your energy is protected. And clarity attracts miracles like magnets. Now here is the next sign, you will soon feel a sudden urge to clean, rearrange, or refresh your room or digital spaces. That urge is not random, it is heaven signaling that your inner world is making space for new beginnings. Follow it, cleanliness is spiritual alignment. Order outside becomes order inside. Next sign, a conversation you didn't expect will bring clarity. Maybe a friend opens up, maybe someone apologizes, maybe a stranger says something that feels like it was meant for you. When it happens, take it as confirmation. Heaven uses people to deliver messages when angels whisper softly. But beloved, there is something deeper you need to hear. The negative energy aimed at you never defined you, it was simply someone else's struggle spilling over. Someone saw your strength, and felt their weakness. Someone saw your progress, and felt their stagnation. Instead of healing they projected, instead of growing they compared. And comparison breeds quiet harm, but not lasting harm, not real harm. Emotional interference cannot hold against divine identity. Michael says, "Their words brushed against you, but they did not enter you. They touched your atmosphere, but not your soul. You remain untouched where it matters." My child, take this next instruction seriously. For 7 days, limit conversations with anyone who drains your peace. Peace is the soil where restoration grows. Remove weeds gently, but firmly. Protect your mental space the way you protect your home. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. If fear returns, breathe, slow, deep, purposefully. Fear is only old memory echoing, it has no authority in the present moment. Your breath anchors you back to reality, and reality is this. You are safe, you are protected, you are rising. Tonight before bed, speak this sentence once. I reclaim my peace, I reclaim my future, I reclaim my name. This is not a spell, this is a declaration. Declarations reshape mindset, mindset reshapes destiny. Tomorrow as you step outside, look for light. Sunlight on a wall, a reflection on glass, even the glow of a screen. Light will behave differently around you, it will feel warmer, softer, sharper. That is your body recognizing freedom. That is your nervous system exhaling. Another sign, rest returning. Not sleep out of exhaustion, but peaceful rest. Your mind will stop rehearsing old fears, your chest will stop tightening. Rest is the highest sign of emotional unbinding. Rest means the threat is gone. My beloved, there is something you must practice now. Do not chase explanations, the why is not your job. Healing is, growth is, peace is. Let heaven handle justice, while you handle restoration. Emotional elevation is your victory, dignity is your shield. And hear this clearly, soon someone who doubted you will treat you with unexpected respect. Not because they changed suddenly, but because your energy shifted. You carry yourself differently, you speak with calm. Calm intimidates those driven by chaos, calm reveals strength. Calm is heavenly armor. Michael says, from this day, their footsteps will be guided by peace not fear. Beloved, prepare for renewal. New opportunities, new connections, new clarity. Your image once used negatively, will now become a symbol of resilience. When you look at yourself, you will see strength, purpose, and divine identity. You survived the projection, you dismantled the negativity, you reclaimed your peace. Now you rise, and heaven rises with you. And now my child, lean in even closer. This next shift will happen quietly, almost like a whisper crossing your path. You won't need to force anything, you won't need to chase answers. What is meant for you will rise on its own, steady and undeniable, like morning light slipping through closed blinds. When it comes, you will feel it before you see it, a soft pull in the spirit, a gentle nudge that says, pay attention, this is for you. Do not rush, do not second-guess yourself. The days ahead will not require fear, they will require awareness. Heaven moves subtly when it protects something delicate, and your heart right now is delicate in the most sacred way. Michael says, slow steps reveal true paths. Walk slowly, walk intentionally, let clarity arrive without pressure. Your sign may come as a person you didn't expect, speaking a kind truth at the perfect moment. It may be a message that feels strangely well-timed, it may be a peaceful thought that settles your mind, when you least anticipate it. Whatever form it takes, don't overlook it. Small signs often carry the biggest confirmation. And listen carefully, your rise will not look dramatic. It will look steady, quiet, sure. You will notice you're not reacting the way you used to, what once drained you won't touch you, what once scared you won't shake you. This is how real protection works, it transforms you from the inside out. You may even notice someone trying to reconnect, or explain themselves. You are not required to rush into their words, let time reveal sincerity, let actions show truth. Michael reminds you, discernment is your shield now, hold on to that. In the next 48 hours, when the sign arrives, stop for a moment and breathe. Put your hand on your chest, and say quietly, I receive peace, I walk in light. This simple acknowledgement opens the path for the next blessing to unfold. My child, this is not the end of the story. It is the turning point. What felt like an ending was actually a cleansing. What felt heavy is about to transform into strength. What tried to hold you back has already lost its grip. Stay steady, stay expectant, stay connected to the light. Heaven has shifted the atmosphere around you, and the days ahead will prove it, in gentle, unmistakable ways.